All right. Now, there's a lot to this, right? And you can break it down. So if you see something in my video, you want to stop, break, keep track of, what time you saw something and review it a little bit. I'm doing this all at home. I don't have a wrestling partner right now. I'll find one later and, create some videos or something. Now, what happens normally when you're in parterre defense, the first thing to do is never let the guy get his hands locked. Okay? I'll show you everything to do. Everything you could imagine that you want to have done from underneath to prevent a gut wrench, prevent an arm bar, wrist. I'll show it to you, right? But the first thing is I never want to give the guy a lock. Guy doesn't have a lot of time. Parterre defense, we used to start like this. Now they start on the belly. Looks pretty stupid, but those are the guys who make the rules, right? I'll tell you all about how that works later. Now, what I'm going to do though is on the whistle is I put my left shoulder down and my left cheek to the mat every time. Okay? The reason I'm doing that is the guy on top, he wants to just reach his hands underneath there. So if I just stay like this to show somebody how tough I am and I give him the lock, I've already given him, 80% of what he wants. His hands locked, right? I'm never going to let the guy get his hands locked. I'm only down here for 10 seconds, whatever it is, right? And if he can't get his hands locked, I'm good. So what do? I drop my shoulder to the mat, I put my cheek to the mat, I put my hand up about like this, and I put it up maybe about a 45-degree angle, put my cheek down. This other hand is going to be up and away. Boom, boom, right here. Okay? Now, the reason I'm doing that is I have my arm up. If I had it out the side, he's going to pull it back and give me an arm bar, right? If this hand's over here and kind of loose, he could come in and grab my fingers, grab a wrist, and pull my hand behind my back, right? So I'm never going to do that. All right, so I'm going down here, put my cheek down to the mat right here, and I'm going to stay real tight, sealed off to the mat. This guy's on top, right, and he's trying to get his finger underneath there, and he can't. So what I'm doing is I'm forcing him to come over the top, underneath, grab my face, grab my neck, and he's going to lift me up, and he's going to put this arm underneath me. He's going to let go and come back and gut wrench. Now, here's the key to all of this. Let me grab that pillow again. Have an imagination, right? So this guy just went down kind of like I did. A good wrestler, what he's going to do is he's going to put his arm down flat right here, and he's going to come underneath here, over the top, grab my face, lift up, and he's going to put this arm underneath. Okay? Sometimes they'll lift up and they'll drive this knee up there. I'll show you. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Everything's going to work. He lifts up, let's just say, and he's going to put this arm underneath there. This is the key to stopping the gut wrench. He's going to put this hand right where he wants it every time, because he just wants to come back and around, lock up, and start gut wrenching. I'm going that way because I got this elbow deep. Think of Daniel Dennis against Tony Ramos, right? Lifts up, does whatever, and he puts that left arm, doggone it, every time right where he wants it. All right, now, what I do to prevent this is I'm down in this position. He's going to come underneath here, grab me, lift me up. This hand here is called my sweep hand, and I'm going to sweep it down below my rib cage. I don't want him on the rib cage. So I'm going to sweep it down. I'm going to drive forward, and on my way down, I'm going to move 1 inch to the right. Okay, now, what am I doing in this process here? Okay, he's lifting me up. I use this hand as a sweep hand. Again, like this. Don't push, I shouldn't have any weight on this hand anymore. He's lifted me up. I shift my weight here, and I go like this. Boom. Now, notice how I got my right foot as my drive foot right here. I'm going to move forward, right? So I'm driving forward, and now on my way down, I drop to the right. Boom. Parterre defense. Shoulder blades tight, my low back is tight, my hips are tight, and I'm driving all my weight right through my belly button. Okay? And I'm laying on his left hand now. His left hand is not where he wants it to be. His left hand is underneath my belly button. His gut wrench is on my rib cage. Okay? And I'm fine right here. I might move just a little bit forward, But now, his left hand ended up right here. He wanted it right here. It's right here. Okay? Now, he's got two options at this point. He's going to crawl that hand over here and get his lock over here, okay? Or he's going to pull that hand out and try again, okay? So now he's lifted me up, I pushed him down, and I move, boom, I move over here. If he tries to crawl his hand through to get another deep bite on my far hip, right, all I do is I just keep my belly on the mat, and I just 1 inch at a time, okay? So he keeps crawling, and then I move. He keeps crawling, and then I move. He's not getting anywhere. That's usually what will happen first. He realizes that, so then what he's going to do is he's going to pull that hand out, and he's going to come up on the left side and try to get that lock, okay? So I'm here, boom, I swept, I'm here, I'm moving. Now, he's going to pull that hand out, and he sees this big opening. All I do is I beat him to the punch. As soon as I feel that hand move and come out, I drop this shoulder, cheekbone back down to the mat, and we're right back where we started from. Referee's usually going to blow the whistle about that time because he can't get his hands locked. Success.